Okay, and also try to find answers and practice answering is very important. Okay, so tomorrow or Monday, so tomorrow is there on based on my health condition and your availability. People are available very less, then it is waste of my time also. Okay, so we'll see. There is some more topics are there. um, what is BSOD, what is services, um, that is also important. What is a blue screen of death, what is blit locker, what is blank screen, what is blank screen. Okay, so like these things are there, so please try to access. Why this guy is disconnected, wantedly disconnected, and my internet problem is go. So okay. Okay guys, so here it is. We start with the servers and services. Recording is already there, so it is here. It is going on recording. I'll start with the peer to peer. What is this peer to peer? It is a kind of work group model. What is a work group model? There is a individual pieces. You have a laptop. You are in a work group. Your laptop, my laptop is in a work group because it is not in the any particular domain groups. Not in the domain. Not it is an individual PC. My PC having a user, right? My PC having a user. Okay, my PC having a user. Where is this user information stores? In my PC only. Where the user information stores? In my PC only. Okay. Next, I am the administrator of this PC. I am not able to control any other PCs. So these are basically work group words. But what is this peer to peer? Guys, you have a PCs like two PCs are there, or three or four PCs are there. For example, this PC contains a data. Data means some folder is there which contains some data. I shared this data one folder and PCB accessing data from my PC. Accessing data from my PC. Okay, it is accessing data. So in this instance, it's like it is having a data, it is accessing the data, it is act like a server, it is act like a client. But in a reality, there is no permanent server and client models here. Okay, for example, I have a printer. Printer is connected to the PCB. PCB share the printer. PCB want to access the printer through PCB. Okay, so the point is, it is act like a print server. It is act like a client. But really, it's not a server. It is not a client. No permanent server and client. It is a peer to peer. Peer to peer is a kind of work group model. We generally in there is a no permanent server and no permanent client model. It is just we can share the data. We can, but not centrally. No centralized controls. No centralized server models. We are not using anything like this. Okay. Next one is a client and server. What is a client and server? Client server provide a service. Client access the service. Server provide a service. Client access the service. In reality, client request client request the service. Client request something like a web page. For example, there is a web server. I'm requesting web page. There is a mail server. I'm requesting either mail to send a mail or a receive a mail. Understand, guys? So client request the server. Server respond to the client. Server and client. Okay. Peer to peer server and client model. Server provide a service. Client access the service. Server is a one server is can give services to the multiple client pieces. The server can be any server, can be a web server, file server, DHCP server, DNS server, authentication server, or a Active Directory server, deployment servers, mail servers, virtualization servers, VPN servers, storage servers, database servers. Like so many type of servers are there. Okay, so out of all, what is the thing? Server is like a centralized server, provide a service to the multiple clients, not in a one incident. Always this is a servers based on the services what they are providing. Web service provided by web server by default built-in features, or maybe by installing some application. A server can be a server by built-in features inside a server, or maybe by installing some application. For example, install a Oracle DB into a server, it is become database server. You install a Microsoft SQL server application in the system, it is become database server. Okay, you take a hardware and you install Hyper-V server, or maybe VMware vSphere, or maybe Proximox. Okay, so automatically that is become a virtualization server. Okay, install Extensor application into a machine called automatically it become mail server. Like this, guys. So server provide a service, client access the service. Okay. Meanwhile, also I written some port numbers to recollect. Guys, port numbers also very important. So a lot of people ignore the port numbers. So they may ask like, yes, sir, previous batch not getting any questions on port number. Guys, it's not only in interview. This is also a training. Okay. So it is not exactly say this all of this training is become a preparation for interview only. But originally, why we are providing a training, training to teach, to learn something like to work or to get some knowledge, or to manage the knowledge. Some people not even don't know anything about a computer or anything. So we want to make them to learn, make them to know what are the different terminologies, different things are there, how it is works. But sadly, so we don't have much time, so we are concentrated on interview questions. But learn, guys. Knowledge is first important. Okay, knowledge. Keep learning. Knowledge means like I will learn everything. I will take hard 10 years, then I'll do work. It is not like that. Okay, means keep learning. Okay, so this is servers based on the services. Some servers also we can call that one as a server based on the OS you installed in it. For example, I have a Windows Server 2019. I installed Windows Server 2019 into a machine that is called a Windows Server 2019. It is also server, but original servers based on the services only. Okay, a server not providing any services. It means it is nothing. Okay, it is nothing. Okay, next Linux server operating systems, Unix, IBM related service servers are there. Hyper-V, VMware vSphere, Citrix, Xen servers, Proximox, EV, VE. These are all virtualization servers related. Okay, so servers become a server not based on a service, based on just by installing an operating system. Next one is servers based on the hardware. Guys, I have a laptop, so right, I purchased one computer or a laptop. Then what I have done, okay, then what I have done, so here it is. Um, I try to install a server operating system, but server provide a service to multiple clients. You have a laptop, you are working with a laptop, your desktop operating system, Whatever you do it on that laptop only, right? But server is not like that. Server is accessed by multiple multiple number of clients. So server need a powerful hardware. Server need a powerful hardware. For example, a Xen server. Normally we use i3, i5, i7 servers, but these are the Xen processor from Intel. It is a much powerful and balancing servers. And different editions are there. It depends upon that. The details will come up. So then you can try like this. What are the latest Xen servers? What is their core value? What is their cache memory? And all. Better to check it. It is from the Intel only. Okay. Next, multi processing support will be there. Means 2 3 processor you can put in a single mother. The next one is tower server. That is a processor. This is server. Tower server means it's look like your desktops only. It is look like your desktop only. Computer intend to use as a server and built in the upright cabinet as standalone. Okay, the cabinet called a tower and is a similar in the size and shape cabinet of a tower style personal computer. You know, earlier days we have a desktop, means instead of this tower type, we are using flat. But now later on days, it is changed to tower models. We are using mid towers or a mini towers. This is high towers. Servers use high towers because there is a lot of things we have to insert it. So I'll go to images. There you can see this is the tower servers. This is Lenovo from Lenovo. This is also Lenovo. This is from the Dell. If you open, so this is from Dell. Like you want to know about more about a server kind of stuff, one more site is there. uh, yeah, this is Eagle in. Okay, you can go to companies thing, see it is, you can see, you can see here it is direct SCSI hard disk. I am not went to the storage part now, so then we'll discuss that one later. Okay, so this is SCSI hard disk. We can able to insert it like this, and there is a lot of different storage connectivity, eSATA connectivity. So here it is internal parts. Can you see? It's a motherboard, two processor. We can insert it here. Okay, so internal cabinet kind of stuff. Okay, this is a maybe a SSD or something. It will be there. Number of RAM slots will be increases because it's based on the company, so they try to utilize best place. Okay, backside panels. Can you see here? It is two SMPS. Need more power, right? So there is a connectivity and all. So you can see the specifications also. If you want, you can go to specifications. Um, okay, ride. You want a ride, then they will give you with the ride conductor. SATA, SAS hard disk means SCSI hard disk you are getting. Uh, so whatever you are getting, there is a check mark, but you are not getting also there is no check. Features and design. I went to their direct features and design. Uh, it is not with the operating system. Any additional thing you want, it is around 4 lakhs, 5 lakhs rupees. Okay, one CPU configuration, but what CPU they didn't mention. Okay, yeah, here it is. Xeon Silver 4310 2.6 gigahertz, 12 core processor, 24 threads. 12 core processor. This is 16 core processor. 4 GTS, 18 MB cache. This is 24 MB cache. You want this one, you have to pay extra amount. Okay, so this is the processor. 16 MB RAM, 16 GB RAM. You are getting 16 GB RAM two times, means quality 2. to 16 GB RAMs, means 32 GB capacity. Okay, you want to write unconfigured RAID, you want it, no write for a hard disk or SSD, which one you want it, then we can take it based on that. You want a HBA controllers, like you are using any SAN kind of stuff, then you can use it. So then you can try to figure it out. What are the options? What are the things? What are their names? If you understand, good. If you don't understand, it's okay. No operating system, or you want a operating system. So it is 2022 standard, 2022 data center. The cost you want it, okay, or you want a VMware vSphere kind of stuff. Okay, you are not, license is not included. Means you have to buy license separately. You want a Ubuntu server or you want a SUSE server. Okay, see it is static IP, dynamic IP, whatever it is. Uh, that is your tower server. Next type of server is rack mount server. For example, I want to build a one web server, one application server. So tower server is enough. Or I require two or three servers. That's it. Tower servers are enough. But you want to build a big servers are required. Lot of wiring. The more number of towers are increases, much power supply connections, cable connectivity, power supply connectivity, cooling system maintenance, space occupation. No, this is the better one. So see, can you see? Is a pulling a server from the data center rack. So this is called a rack server. See this? It is a server like your tower server only, but it is in a rack shape type. So you can insert a direct SAS disk. Okay, backside there is a power connection and network connections and everything. Cable, all cable connections also there. Okay, so this is a single data center. So this is multiple data centers in a single unit. These are all data centers only. So this is rack server. Rack server means it is a server, just we are pulling out a server from this rack. This is the blade server. The blade servers are little different. So guys, so I will show you the blade servers. Blade servers in a one single rack unit, a single big rack unit, you are getting a multiple blades. Okay, multiple blades. So this is like a one single blade. This also contains a processor, contains a SSD, and we can connect SCSI hard disk inside. Okay, it contains a network connectivity, RAM is there. Okay, all input output connections you can get it. Okay guys, so this is the blade server. I will show you how they inserting a blade. See it is a total data center. He is inserting a blade server. Can you see it closely? So he is inserting a server, which is nothing but a blade server. See it is simply there is a clip, open the clip, or there is sometimes they put a lock. Okay, so insert the lock key and press the button, then you will get it out. See this, these are all blades only, is inserting and removing the blade. This is the blade service. So this is one single rack but multiple blades in it. Okay, this is server basket. Server basket is nothing but a second hand servers you can able to buy. Some people are passionate about having a server at home, having a data centers, building a data centers at home. People are there, so then we can try it also. So this is the difference between rack, tower and blade servers. Of course there is a lot of advantages and disadvantages are there. Towers are for a simply like I want to put a two or three servers, then it is tower servers are suitable. But I want to build over multiple servers, like more than four or five servers. Okay, and then I will go for a rack server to reduce the size and the connectivity, power connections, cooling system. Okay, like that. So blade servers are more. I mean, in a one single or a one single rack, you can put a 4 or 5 blades. So it will save the space and easy to cluster, easy to connectivity is there. Okay. So these are the guys based on the services, the servers like a web server, file server, DHCP server, DNS server, deployment servers, authentication servers, mail servers, virtualization servers, storage server, database servers. By installing an operating system, Windows servers, Linux server, server operating systems. By based on the hardware is there, server. We what are the type of different type processor RAM capacities are little different, so based on that hardware capacity, hardware properties are different, but still it is your tower server is tower server. uh, Still it is the size and the connectivity wise, so we can say it is hardware wise also we can call the server like this is the tower server, this rack server or a blade server. And here it is, I added a one small point is there, that is called a data center. What is a data center? So a data center, which is I showed already, there is a data center where it is that one, here it is. So this is a data center. So in this data center it contains either blade servers or a rack servers. It contains switches, routers, fiber optical connections, okay, storage connections, SAN storages, RAID containers, cooling system, power supply. These are all in the one single data center. In an organization, based on the organization, there is a multiple data centers. That the whole we call it as a data center itself. So what is a data center means? It's a combination of different servers, combination of servers. Servers are there, networks, network connectivity, networking devices, storage devices, cooling system, power supply, and of course there is a search. Last time when I taken this part, so I told them people to do search for a data center monitoring. What is a data center monitoring? Because you have a data center, either can be a one single rack kind of stuff like this, or it can be a multiple servers are like this. Okay, so whatsoever it is, you have to monitor. What is the thing you are monitoring? Each and every server is on or off. What is the status of individual servers? Network connectivity, performance of the server, performance of the server, performance of the network, monitoring the storage, monitoring the storage, data read and write or data transmission, connectivity to the storage. Okay, and also monitor the cooling part, power supply. Okay, so these are also comes under data center monitoring. Also search in Google, you will find it. So what is the meaning of data center monitoring? Environmental monitoring, both are there. So you can see here it is. So in a one single dashboard, you can get it. All the things about how many servers are there, how many servers are up, how many servers are down, how many servers are in the critical condition. What is about a network? What is the internal temperature? What is the internal temperature? Humidity is everything is important. Network connectivity, architecture. So how these servers are connected, how it is mapped to each other. Okay, so continuous monitoring of these servers are very important, guys. So if in case in the future you got some profile is like a data center monitoring related, no need to leave because it is also very important. in the organization. Okay. Okay. So that is a data center mart. That's it for the introduction to the servers and services. The next one is work group and domain. The next one is the work group and domain and active directory. Okay, guys, take your 5 minutes of break. Just